Too much earth and it turns into a desert, hot, dry, and dull. Too much water and it turns into a mudslide. Everything goes downhill. But just the right correlation of these two elements, and life's a beach.
I'm looking for the heart in you. Sometimes I don't know what to do. Baby, looking when you ain't looking. So if you want this,
Cancer, you dealing with the Taurus. So Taurus is your cash cow, flat out. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, Taurus is your cash cow, male, female, whoever's watching this, what gender you are, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Cancer, Taurus is your cash cow. So I would say the red flag here is if your Taurus is not on that money thing, get out of there. And I'm not, I'm not trying to beat people up for being poor or under the poverty level or whatever the case may be. It might just not be their time yet. And that happens with somebody. And especially, I've done some natal charts. I've seen some natal charts to where people really, sometimes they won't get what the world thinks that they should have until later on in life. And if they quit or give up or think that they're not worthy of that pot of gold on the other side of the rainbow, they're really going to shoot themselves in the foot and miss out on it. You know what I mean? It might be health complications, or it might just be the simple point of giving up and, letting your mental health deteriorate to the point where you miss out on it. And remember, this Taurus is a slow, gradual moving sign, right? So they use patience, they use method, they feel things out, they say no a lot. So it just might be one of those things to where that's not your Taurus right then and there. You know what I'm saying? However, I know the Cancer archetype, and the Cancer archetype is like, let's move on it. I'm not ever secure. You know what I mean? I always need security. I'm secure right now. You think I'm secure. I'm not secure. I feel like I need more. So I got to go and get more. So what the Taurus would do to you if you peep and identify that they're not on that at the time, all they're going to do is slow you up, and it's going to make you frustrated. It's going to make you emotionally frustrated. And this can spill over into your relationship, and they can think that you're crazy behind it. You understand, Cancer? So now that you got this information, just think about it and be like, you're a Taurus. Oh, okay. You got the potential. You're just not there yet. You know what I'm saying? And you go on your journey and go about what you need to do. Now, however, when you do get with the Taurus, that is the Taurus that we're talking about, right? This Taurus is going to be no joke when it comes to the money field. They're going to have the types of connections that can get you over, like, completely, right? So this whole money sign thing going on with you, Cancer, is going to be amplified extensively when you get to pairing up with this Taurus. This Taurus is going to be mature. This Taurus is going to have, again, the types of connections that deal with money mostly all the time. So you can benefit from the types of associations and organizations that they're already in. They will plug you into these same types of organizations and networks, and you might even meet them, in those types of environments. So I'd say, like, let's say you go to one of those seminars or something where, the gurus are talking about this money making thing and this, that, and the third, and everybody else, or a substantial amount of people will be like, yo, that's all fraud, and none of that shit is true, and this, that, and the third. And then you meet this Taurus there, and the Taurus is like, yo, they voice to you. They would be the ones to voice to you, like, yo, I'm in. What do you think about this? Have you take a closer look? And you might just be like, yo, I'm undecided. You know what I mean? I want the money. I know what I want to do in my life, but I just, I don't know. And the Taurus would be like, well, you're here. You know what I mean? Let me talk you through it. Maybe you don't want to do it right in this instant, but at least let me tell you what this is about. Let me give you a further look into what this is, because I've done it. Look at me. And then that becomes enough proof for you, Cancer, to be like, really? You've done it? And you're going to tell me about this stuff? Taurus rules the throat. They should be on point, and they should be excited to actually tell you about their success when it comes to money. Again, though, you got to consider the atmosphere. You got to consider the environment. I'm not saying that any Taurus that's caked up is just going to walk up to you and be like, hey, you want to make some money? Usually doesn't happen like that, right? For you, it's going to happen when you're on your mission to achieve your goals and your aspirations, Cancer, because you'll see when this uniting occurs, you're going to be more adamant about obtaining your goal, to the point where you'll commit and you won't waver from it. You won't second guess it and be like, man, I don't know, because of the feels, this, that, and the third, because you're going to meet solid people, a solid person who actually has their feet in the ground when it comes to what it is that can help you. Now, sometimes this might just come in the form of resources. If people, Taurus are really people, like they're real people. I'm not saying they're the most people-y persons, but they are people, five senses, like in touch with feeling and everything, right? So when you get the type of evidence that's securing from this Taurus individual, it's more of a materialized thing. It's something that you can say, okay, this is tangible proof in a person. So I would say look for the organizations, again, that pertain to, like, let's say money market investing, right? So you got like these money markets and these mutual bonds and investments of those sorts of things. You can do real well if you meet a Taurus person that's inside of this field. You may have to rub shoulders with their friends who are already in these scenarios and these environments and stuff like that, but that should not be a problem because you're talking money. It's going to be your language, so you're going to be open and receptive to the things that these people have to say, especially when they show and prove that they are the people who are actually carrying these things out and solidifying security in their own lives, right? So then this makes you feel more secure with yourself. This makes you feel more secure in a relationship. So I would say a red flag with this is, on your behalf, Cancer, is sort of similar to the Virgo pairing, right? Don't get attached to the language of money that they're speaking to you at this moment, because it's not yet the language of love. You understand what I'm talking about? And I'm pretty sure that this person is going to be seasoned enough, should they come and express themselves about to you financially, to the point where they'll say, well, look, you know, this is about business. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care how much they like you. And they might want to jump your bones immediately. You know how Tauruses can get down in the bedroom, right? Well, that's another video. But what I'm saying here is this: they've made it to that point by being focused on the money. You know what I'm saying? And you basically made it to that point by being the same way. So don't sacrifice your lower chakra to put that in front of the matter at hand, which is really your quest, right? Your journey to bring the things that you want to bring into life into fruition, to materialize it, right? This is the sign of materialism. So you will be able to do so more effectively, more efficiently when pairing up with the Taurus. I would say to operate with the Taurus on this level when it comes to your dreams, Cancer, is to be goal oriented with them. Because although I make this sound very great because you're a money sign and Taurus is a money sign, you still want to, or you should perhaps take sequential steps, right? Roll in sequences. Have a subsequential order to where you can set one goal and say, well, all right, I'll take the silver package first. Show me how that works. And then I'll jump into the gold package, right? You know what I'm saying? Don't just let them sell you because you a Willie or you a whale and you got all this cash. And it's just like, yeah, I'm in the money spot with the money people. And yeah, I'm going to show off. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Take it step by step, because that's how they would move. You understand what I'm saying? So take that approach, and I'm pretty sure that you will be prosperous in your pursuit.